Welcome back. This is our last video in the flight training series. We are now at the end of our initial flight training for beginning unmanned aircraft. And the lesson we'll learn today is the maximum line of sight recovery. This is a technique that will allow you to bring home an aircraft, a quadcopter that has bad GPS lock. That means the GPS lock, the homing device, the device on board that brings the aircraft home is no longer working and your aircraft is stranded in the air somewhere far away. I have had to use this maximum line of sight recovery several times in testing aircraft that we were programming or trying to fix. This is a critically important skill to have. All right, I'm going to explain it to you, allowing you to see me do this with the binoculars the first time, but I'll do it a couple times and show you the technique. Again, I know my aircraft flies at 50% plus 1, so I'm going to throttle up, get to 50%. I'm going to go up and out 50. I'm going to go up and out 50. All right, so we're going to head up to that tree, get up to about 50 feet high, 50 feet in the air, 50 feet away. And with all maneuvers, anytime we fly, we do our airworthiness test, which is a roll to the left, a roll to the right, pitch forward, pitch backwards, and a yaw to the left, 180 degrees yaw to the right, 360 degrees and yaw to the nose out, 180 degrees to the left. Now, of course, I was not going to fly unless I had done my airworthiness test. We just don't go anywhere unless we do our airworthiness test every time we change the battery. All right, so let's get on to the maximum line of sight recovery. I'm going to stay in loiter mode. You'll notice my mode's down in the bottom right hand. I'm going to stay in loiter mode. I'm going to pitch away and fly out 500 feet, or at least until this aircraft is just a tiny little dot. I'm going to keep it up in the air a little bit. Now you can see it in the binoculars, yes. We'll do it one time with binoculars on. But you're going to have to be watching my sticks on my radio transmitter. Now that's just a dot out there. That aircraft is 500 feet out. In the real world, I can't tell where the front and the back is. And just to make sure that I don't know where the front and the back is, I'm going to just spin it. Okay, don't look at the binoculars. Look at my sticks on the radio transmitter down here at the bottom. Let's make that big for you so you can see what's happening. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to pull the right stick straight back so that the aircraft is flying in reverse. And whatever way the aircraft goes, I'm going to tweak in the direction of travel. I'm going to tweak the left stick in the direction of travel. Again, the maneuver is pull the right stick straight back and then tweak the left stick in the direction of travel. So watch this. Right stick straight back. It's moving to the right, so I tweak to the right, tweak to the right, tweak to the right until it comes towards me. Now, if you were watching the binoculars, you'll see what I did is correct the tail of the plane so that it was coming towards me. And remember, I told you, if we are flying a distressed plane, we're always flying it in reverse. We are never flying a distressed plane forward because we need to be able to push that plane away if we don't like what it's doing. It isn't natural to pull a plane backwards when it's in reverse. It isn't natural. When it's not natural to pull a plane backwards. No, we always fly the aircraft backwards towards us. Even if it's not distressed, we always fly it towards us backwards when we're within 50 to 200 feet. Remember, on our real aircraft, we have red tape. Red is dead. Red is dead. If you buy a quadcopter, go ahead and put red tape on the front. Just make the whole front of that quadcopter red so that you know you're dealing with the front end of the aircraft. All right, let's shut off the binoculars. Let's do this again. This time I'm going to put it in alt hold mode because what's really cool about alt hold mode is it flies like a distressed airplane. Alt hold flies really fast as well. But it will also, because it doesn't have horizontal lock, it has vertical. You know, it's going to stay at a certain altitude, but it's just going to be, it's going to snake like through the air. All right, now you can't see the aircraft. I can't see the aircraft either. Now remember, alt hold has no air brakes. That means there's no GPS lock, and that aircraft is still moving until it decides to stop moving. All right, I'm going to spin, and I'm going to stop, and I'm going to let it rest, because I know it's still moving, because there's no air brakes. There's no GPS lock. I'm going to pull the right stick back, and I'm going to tweak to the left, because it's moving to the left. And you notice it snakes through the sky towards me. Oh, I'm going to tweak to the left, tweak to the right. Just try to get it straightened out. All right. And see, there are no air brakes there. It's still moving, even though I have asked it to stop moving. You don't want to do that in stabilized mode. You want to do that in loiter mode. But sometimes we only have alt hold or stabilized mode. So it's very critically important that we don't overfly our aircraft, even a distressed one. In the worst case scenario, just bring it down. Down the aircraft, repair it. Okay, better to down an aircraft than to keep an aircraft flying that is in distress and hit someone, hurt someone. You know, I'm checking my aircraft here to make sure it's flying. Well, yeah, this aircraft can fly. This aircraft can fly. We've got the tools we need. All right, so let's pitch away. Let's pitch away. Let's get away here. Let's do it one more time. And you got to realize there's two things happening. The right stick comes straight back. You do not steer with the right stick. You do not steer with the right stick. The left stick is tweaking in the direction of travel to correct the tail end of the aircraft towards you. Okay, I'm going to spin, 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 spin. Stop, let it rest. I'm going to pull the right stick back, and I'm going to tweak the tail, until it comes towards me. Just tweak, just tweak, just tweak, 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 tweak. Now it's coming towards me. Tweak, tweak. Now it's coming towards me. Tweak. Okay? It's really easy to do. Practice this over and over and over again. Practice it in an alt hold. It feels really weird in alt hold. Remember that your throttle, if it's above 50%, your left stick, if it's above 50%, you're climbing. If it's below 50%, you're descending. Okay? You always fly an aircraft, distressed or working, towards you backwards, not forwards, backwards. Does that make sense? Of course it does. All right. Great skills to have. Looking forward to seeing you in the field. Everyone take care.